All right, we're going to begin lying on our back. You're going to lie down and create some space between your low back and the mat by extending your pelvis, arching it towards the bottom of the mat. Take one hand and slide it under the low back. We want to try to maintain some extension as we move into twisting. If your low back is tight, you may want a bolster or a yoga block or something. We're going to take both knees to the right, opening our arms to a T, looking away from the knees. And if you want to place a bolster under the thigh of the bottom leg, you can do so. Turn the head in opposition of the knees. And from here, reinforce that extension. Think about sticking your butt out or back, arching the low back without pushing the belly forward. So pull the lower abdomen in and then tip your tailbone back without losing the lift of the pelvic floor. So a couple more breaths here. Nice postural stretch before we begin our yoga today. Plug the shoulders down the back. Quiet the mind by closing the eyes and relaxing your facial muscles. Hear the breath. On your next exhale, brace your abs and float your knees back to center. Check your pelvic position before you move into the twist on the other side. So tip the tailbone down, slide a hand under. Plug the shoulders down, widen your collarbone, and begin that twist. Soften your rib cage. It's going to want to push forward, straining the front of the shoulder. Keep it soft. Think about the chest moving inward towards the shoulder blades. Plug the shoulders down, widen your collarbone. And keep readjusting, seeing how much you can pull the breastbone towards the back body without allowing the shoulders to round forward. Tipping the tailbone back to reinforce extension to keep the low back safe. Pull the abs in to support that. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, brace your abs, move back to center. You're going to grab your second to lightest loop band, and you're going to remain lying on your back here, supine, bringing your feet into butterfly position on the floor. So the heels will touch. You can point your toes, and knees will open like a book out to the side. That second to lightest loop band will go around your wrists, and you're going to extend your arms up like Frankenstein, pulling out on that band, engaging your scapular stabilizers. So we have butterfly legs with the heels on the ground. And if you're using the YouniquelyFit set, it's your green band. Pull out with your forearms, stretch your arms straight up in the air like Frankenstein. Plug the shoulders down the back. Reinforce extension in your low back. Point your toes so that the heels come off the floor. Really point through all your toes. And now from here, you're going to keep this band on. I'm taking it off because this is not good for my posture. We're going to reach the arms overhead as you plug the shoulders down and then pull them back up in line with your chest. Now go ahead and lift your dominant leg, and this is the same leg as your dominant, this is the opposite leg of your dominant arm is your dominant leg. So right-handed, left leg, left-handed, right leg. Take that leg up. Now the leg moves down at the same time the arms move down. So take it down and lift it up. Make sure to not lose the point in the toes. Plantar flex the feet. That helps the inner thigh line. Point the toes. And inhale to lift. And notice if the hips are rocking side to side. Imagine me pulling your pelvis towards the bottom of the mat. Keep your torso long. So we're engaging our upper back stabilizers and those hip flexors to improve the strength in the front of the leg, combating that flexion in the pelvis that happens because of the overactivity of the hamstrings. Give me one more here. Take it up and lower down. Let's switch legs. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Think about your pelvis pulling towards the bottom of the mat as you inhale up. And as you exhale down, the inner thighs resist lowering. Keep it going. Inhale up and exhale down. 4 more. 4. Breathing, and 3. Hear your breath, Ujjayi breath, like the ocean. 2 more. 2. And last one. And 1. Great. We're going to set that prop aside, rolling onto our side body. Let's start with your dominant arm on the bottom. So you're going to come into a side forearm plank, stretch your legs out long. We're going to be lowering and lifting, stack the legs. Now, if you feel pain in the hip every time you come down, you've got to lengthen your torso more and use your abs. If your elbow is hurting, put more pressure in the wrist and the forearm. Plug your shoulders down. The elbow should track right under the shoulder. And take the other hand to the hip. From here, inhale to lift that pelvis up. Think about reaching the pelvis for the feet. You can point your toes, legs are stacked, and then exhale, slowly lowering back down. Imagine me pulling your pelvis to your feet as you inhale to lift, push down to go up, and exhale, lower. Add that arm, taking the arm overhead, that top arm overhead every time you go up. Inhale up, getting a nice stretch in the side body, and exhale down. Keep that going. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Give me 2 more. Inhale up, exhale down, and last one. Really push down to go up. Pull those low abs in, plug the shoulders down, and from here, we'll just come up to a seated position and swing our legs around to the other side. Use your abs to do so. Brace the abs. Coming on to that non-dominant arm. Remember, if you're feeling it in the joint of or in the elbow or in the hip, you need to redistribute the energy throughout the body. You've got to use your lower abs. You've got to lift up on your pelvic floor. You got to feel your pelvis reaching in opposition of the pelvic floor. So the pelvic floor muscles are the muscles that stop your stream of pee. I want you to brace them as you lower down and your inner thighs pull back. And then as you go up, the arm goes up too. You can turn your head on the diagonal, up on the diagonal, or keep it between the shoulders, whatever feels best on the neck. Give me 4 more here. Taking it up, inhale, and exhale, lower. Again, inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Last 2, inhale, up, and exhale, down, and 1 more. Make it count. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. We're going to come to a seated position, grabbing our small anti-burst ball to bring between our knees. We're going to do a little variation of a hinge back. So we're going to hinge back with our arms out, mudra pose with the hands, palms up, thumbs and pointer fingers together. Tip your tailbone towards the back of your mat. Give me a straight back as you hinge halfway back, opening those arms out to a T. Twisting your body to the right. Inhale here. Exhale, give me a little pulse up. 2, 3, 4. Inhale back to center and back all the way up to your seated position. Good. Exhale, hinge back. Open the arms immediately. Hold it here. Inhale. Exhale, pulse up and down. Up. 2. It's a little small pulse of the torso. And then we center our body and we lift back up. Keep that going. 1 more on that side. Hinging back, twisting. Inhale, plug the shoulders down. Exhale, pulse. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center, and use your breath to come up. Exhale, hinge back, other side. Twisting, palms up, tip the tailbone back. Pull the low belly in. Think about my hands on your shoulder blades. Bring the front body towards my hands. So close the ribs. Back to center and up. Tip your tailbone back. You got 2 more. Exhale, hinge back. Inner thighs resist as you go back. Twist. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, pulse. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center. And coming on up. Last time. Exhale, hinge back. Twist. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, pulse. 2, 3, 4. And center. And lift up. Nice. We're going to move into fish pose. I'm going to set you up by setting your ball to the side. You're going to lie on your back, but you're going to slide your hands underneath your butt So they come right under your thigh and butt, and palms facing up, palms facing down, knuckles against your butt and thighs. Plug your shoulders down here. We're going to open up the upper fibers of your abs and the throat chakra. You're going to press your elbows into the floor, brace your abs, and your upper back is going to extend up. You'll rest on the top of your head with your chest. It's like there's a string attached to your chest from the ceiling. Keep pushing the elbows down, trying to get a right angle between the elbows and your upper arms. Yes. And you'll extend your tailbone, reaching it towards your toes that you're pointing. Pull the low belly in. Hold it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Hang in there. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Last breath. Inhale 4. And exhale 4. Rolling off to one side, coming to a comfortable seated position. Great job. We're going to move into some back work. I'd like you to flip around onto your stomach, bringing your hands right by your chest. We're going to work on cobra pose. Cobra is halfway between lying on your stomach and pressing to upward facing dog, which is where your elbows are completely extended. So I want you to go halfway up, keeping the triceps hugging in by the side body. Plug your shoulders down. Imagine me pulling your pelvis to your feet, point your toes. If you have back issues, keep your legs hip distance apart. Lift halfway up with the upper body, press down to go up. Hold it here. Inhale and exhale. Turn your head right, left, right, left. Inhale, center, plug the shoulders down. Exhale again, turn the head. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center, and exhale, lower your chest back to the floor. And we'll repeat that. Inhale to come up. Feel your pelvis pulling towards your heels. Abs in. Exhale, turn the head. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center. Plug the shoulders down. And exhale, turn the head. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center. And exhale, lower yourself down. One more set. You're doing great. Take it up. Plug those shoulders down. Lifting up. Inhale. Exhale, turn. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, hold it up there. And exhale, control it as you lower down. Push yourself onto all fours, your hands and knees. I'd like you to arch your low back and upper back, looking up to the ceiling, cow pose. Hold it here. Inhale. Soft bend in the elbows. Exhale. Abs in. Inhale. Exhale. And counter that with a cat pose, but make sure you exhale and brace your abs as you round and gaze through your legs. Good. And inhale back into your extension, your cow pose. Hold it here. And exhale. Stay here. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Bring yourself back onto your stomach. We're going to now press all the way up to upward facing dog. So this is where we are almost completely straight in our elbows. Please don't lock your elbows out if you have hyperextension. Keep a bend. So legs hip distance apart if you have back issues. They can be together if you don't. When you're ready, press up to upward facing dog. Inhale, press up. Exhale, turn the head. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center. Plug those shoulders down. Stay up. Exhale, turn the head. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center, and exhale, lower yourself down slowly. If you feel low back pain, you're not lifting up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. Make sure your belly is in and you are lifting up on the muscles when you're up in your up dog. Okay, let's prepare. Inhale, prepare. Lifting up, push down to go up. Hold it up. Lift up on your pelvic floor. Turn the head. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center with the head. Plug the shoulders down. Turn the head. Brace those lower abdominals as if you're being punched in the gut. Inhale, center. And exhale, lower yourself back down to the floor. Give me one more set when you're ready. Plug the shoulders down. Press yourself up. Hold it up. Inhale, 1. Exhale, turn the head. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2. Plug the shoulders down. Exhale, turn the head. 2, 3, 4. And lower yourself back down. From here, we're going to need our second to heaviest band, Theraband. And we're going to come into heaviest loop band, second to heaviest loop band. Grab that and bring it around your upper arms, so above your elbows, and find your way into a plank. Again, if you have knee or back issues, I'd advise your plank with your legs hip distance apart. And if you do not have any back issues, you can have your legs together. So with that band around the upper arms above your elbows, we're coming into plank pose, push-up position. And so this band is going to help support you when we do some chaturanga preps. So find your plank, tuck, so lift up into plank pose on the hands, feet together or hip distance apart. From here, I'd like you to bring your chest down into the band. It's like a push-up. The triceps will hug in by the side body. Make sure your wrists are right under your shoulders. They're not too far back or forward. And you can have your knees down for these if it feels like too much in a plank. Bringing the chest down on your exhale and up. Inhale at the top. Pull your pelvis towards your feet. Exhale, go down and up. Bend those elbows. Let the chest push into the band. And then bring it up. Keep your head lifted up onto your spine. More space between the chin and chest. Taking it down and up. Inhale, pull the pelvis towards the feet. Exhale, take it down and up. And one more time. Lower and lift. Take that loop band off. Set it to the side. Still on all fours, I would like you to extend your opposite arm and leg out and find your balance. So pointer dog position, palm facing in towards the face, toes are pointed, opposite arm and leg out. Hold it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2, exhale 2, and bring it in, switching sides, setting up on the other side, take it out, 2 breath hold. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale and square the pelvis. Inhale 2, exhale 2, and bring it in. Take the other side out. Alternating again. Square that pelvis off. Hold. Inhale 1. Breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale. Bring it in. Other side. Inhale. Take it out. Square the pelvis. Inhale 1. Breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale. And exhale. Bring it in. Last time. Last set on each side. Hold it out. Inhale 1. Breathe. Lift the chin a little bit more. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Plug the shoulders down. Exhale 2. And bring it in. Switching sides. Last set. Take it out. Hold it out. Point the toes. Inhale 1. Breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Bringing it in. Okay, from here, we're going to come on to our hand now on our side plank. So we were on our forearm when we were working on a side plank before, and we're going to come now onto our hand. Now, option to bend the back knee and put the foot on the floor if lifting up with both legs straight is too difficult. But the progression will be both legs straight, sending the hips up, same arm as we did before with the arm overhead. So you're pushing up. Make sure the hand that's down, the fingers are forward, so that you're not putting pressure on the elbow joint. So fingers are facing the side of the mat, not the front of the top of the mat. There. Now from here, soft bend in the elbow. We're going to inhale to lift the pelvis up, taking the top arm overhead. You can always take your back foot down if it feels like too much, and lower back down. Exhale. Again, inhale, lift. Try to point the bottom foot's toes. That's going to send a lot of strength through the metatarsals to balance your feet and ankles. Soft bend in the supporting elbow. Plug the shoulders down and lower slowly. And make sure you're on your dominant side. Swing around to it if you're not. Take it up. 4 more. Lift up for 4. And slowly lower. Inhale, lift. Plug the shoulders down. And exhale, lower. Tip your tailbone back more. Brace those lower abdominals. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Make sure the back heel's down if you have your foot planted in the back, so you're not coming up onto the toes. Lift up. And lower down. Now let's make our way to the non-dominant side. Swinging around, setting up on the non-dominant side. The more you feel the length of your body, the less weight you'll feel in the wrist. So think about feeling your pelvis pulling towards the bottom of the mat as you go up. Let's see the other side. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. And really try to extend your tailbone back. A little more extension back. Inhale, lift up. Point the toes of the bottom leg. And lower down. Brace those lower abdominals. Give me 2 more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. And last one on this side. I know this is hard. Inhale, take it up. Feel your pelvis reaching to the bottom of the mat. And exhale, lower it down. Great job. We're going to move into a lower body series. I'd like you to grab your second to heaviest Theraband with the YouniquelyFit set. It's your blue Theraband, so the long band. And if you don't have bands, you can always grab a towel or a yoga strap. We're going to come to lie on our backs. You can option, if your hamstrings are really tight, to put a pillow or the anti-burst ball under your head so that the neck isn't straining. And we're just going to work on that hamstring flexibility because it definitely hinders the posture. Take your dominant leg up first, and remember your dominant leg is the opposite leg of your dominant arm. So for left-handed, it's your right leg. Right-handed, it's your left leg. Take that leg in the air, bring the band around the metatarsals, and take one hand to the hip. And I want you to try to open that hip a little, get a little external rotation in the hip. Flex the foot and lift that leg up a little higher if you can. And take the hand that's on the hip now and slide it under the low back. Is there space for the hand? Can you tip your tailbone down more to create that space so that we're not crunching the low back? It may mean the range of motion decreases. The leg has to move farther away from you, but that's fine. If you can point your toes even here, it's nice work for the feet and inner thighs. So even the leg that's extended, see if those toes can point, sending energy through the legs. Try to press your shoulder blades into the floor so we don't get the spraying rib cage and disengage in the low abs. Hold it here. Hear your breath. Ujjayi breath, that ocean breath on your exhales. Make sure every time you're exhaling, you're not pushing your belly out, that your belly is pulled in actively, and you have that sound. That'll help you contract your transverse abdominis. So it is, Ujjayi breath is a yoga form of breathing, but making that sound, constricting the vocal cords, is actually Pilates breathing, and we use the image of fogging a mirror or Darth Vader, and this is the best way to contract the deepest layer of your core to alleviate back pain. Bend your knee of this dominant leg, and let's slowly bring that leg to the ground, and we'll switch sides. Taking your time, no rush here. Don't want to pull anything in the process of stretching. Tailbone reaching towards the bottom of the mat. You can take one hand to the hip, working on squaring the pelvis. I often see hiking in the hip to try to get the leg up. The point is not to get it up with, compensations in your form. I'd rather you decrease the range of motion and learn how to keep your pelvis in a safe position and then increase the range of motion from there. So take the hand under the low back, check out the low back's position. Is it safe? Hold that, breathe into it. Really point the toes if you can, sending energy through those toes. 2 more breaths here. This side's not going to be as tight as the other. Inhale and exhale. 1 more, inhale and exhale. From here, I'm going to set that band to the side, and I'd like you to make your way onto all fours, your hands and knees. We're going to come up to stand with our ball between our knees. You can face me or stand at the top of your mat. Bring your hands to your hips with the thumbs on the bony protrusions of your hips and the fingers pointing down towards your feet. So all other fingers are together. So pull the shoulder blades together here. See if you can get your shoulder blade anchor active. Soften the bend in your knees. Plug your shoulders down. Inhale, imagine me pulling the pelvis towards the floor. Exhale, make sure the ball's up in the inner thighs, not on the knees. I might have said knees, but get it right up at the top of the inner thighs. Exhale, stick your tailbone back, pulling your inner thighs back behind you into Utkatasana squat chair pose. Hold it down here. Inhale, 1, breathe. Exhale, tip your tailbone back. Hold it here. Inhale, pelvis pulls down. Exhale, tip the tailbone back. And inhale, stand up, pulling the pelvis towards the floor as you stand tall. Soft knees at the top. Exhale, inner thighs pull you back into chair pose. Keep the shoulder blades together. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, articulate your pelvis, tip it back. Brace your abs, stay down. Inhale, pelvis pulls down. Exhale, arch the low back. And inhale, stand up. We lower on the exhale, we lift on the inhale. We have 2 breaths at the bottom of the squat. Exhale, sit back. Hold it back. Inhale, 1, breathe. Exhale, arch the back. Inhale, 2. Exhale, arch. Inhale, stand up, pulling the pelvis down as you stand up. And give me 1 more. That looks great. Exhale, sit back. Hold it back. Inhale, 1, breathe. Exhale, arch. Inhale, 2. Exhale, arch. And inhale. Exhale, standing up tall, pulling the pelvis down. Wonderful. From here, set that ball to the side and stand at the top of your mat. We're going to make our way down to the floor for a little bit of hip opening. So you're going to need a bolster, and I would get into this position from a kneeling position like you were going to propose. So you'll be on your knees, and you're going to take your dominant leg forward in front of you. So kneeling like you were going to propose on the ground. 1 knee down, 1 foot forward. The leg that's in front, you're going to slide that bolster under the butt cheek, coming into pigeon pose, bringing that front foot towards your opposite hand. So bending the knee, bringing the front foot forward at a right angle towards the opposite hand. So the knee, you've got to bring the front foot forward, bend your front knee so it looks like this, and so that the shin lines up with the front of the mat. And the pillow is supporting that hip. Straighten your back leg. Point both feet, all the toes on the feet. Sit up tall. Bring your hands by your side of your hips. Sit up very tall. Hold it here. Inhale 1. Toes pointed. Exhale 1. Lift up through your pelvic floor. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. And exhale, walking forward, folding into the posture. Walk those hands forward. Stay here. Inhale. Tip your tailbone back, arching your low back like we did in those squats. And inhale. Exhale. Arch that low back. Arch, 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 arch. Good. Inhale. Come all the way back up to sit. Walk back up. Hands come to the hips. Hold it here. Inhale. Exhale. Arch the low back. Breathe. Point your toes. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Walk your hands forward. Go, 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 go. Tip your tailbone back. Exhale. Inhale. Imagine your pelvis pulling towards the bottom of the mat. Exhale. Arch that low back. Arch, 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 arch. And inhale. Walking back up. We're going to switch sides now. So make your way into your kneeling posture again. Slide the bolster to the other side. And it helps the knees out if you can really point your toes because it helps them track safely, especially that front foot since you're bending your knee at that angle. Your back leg should be long behind you. Top of the foot is relaxed on the floor. Goal is to get those hips square to the front without aggravating the knee, with a lift in the low abs. So come up to your seated posture, hands on your hips or by your side. Plug your shoulders down, tip the tailbone back. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale, walk the hands out. Go, 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 go. Hold. Inhale. Exhale, tip your tailbone back. And inhale. Exhale, tip that tailbone back. Go, 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 go. And one more time. Inhale. Exhale, tip it back. And let's make our way to a comfortable seated position. Coming up, brace your abs as you come out of this. Slide your bolster to the side. Great job. We're moving into a standing series. Let's everybody make our way up to stand. We need our second to lightest loop band. You're going to bring it around your wrists, and you're going to take your arms up above your head. So for me, this is the green band with the YouniquelyFit Power System set. Arms above the head, pull out on that band, plug your shoulders down. Go ahead and cross one leg behind the other, bending your knees. So like a curtsy, like you're curtsying, cross one leg behind the other. And now push your pelvis towards me, forward. Make sure the heel of the back foot is down. So the feet are parallel. They're just crossed, parallel. Parallel feet, not turned out. Not turned out legs, parallel feet, cross them. Feels a little funky. There it is. Push the pelvis forward, side bending over. And we're bending in the direction of our front foot. So whatever foot's front, that's the way you're bending. Bend the knees, push the pelvis forward. And we side bend and we lift up. Exhale to bend, inhale to lift, keeping it active. Exhale, bend, push your pelvis forward, bend your knees more, plug the shoulders down. Every time you lift up, pelvis pulls down towards the floor. Every time you lower down, inner thighs pull you back. Extend your tailbone. Find that pelvic extension. And give me 2 more. 2. And last one. And 1, go ahead and lower those arms down. Switch the cross of your curtsy. Bend your knees. Push your pelvis forward. Inhale, plug the shoulders down. Pull the pelvis down as the arms come up. Exhale, side bending towards the front leg side. Don't lose the bend in the knees. Tip your tailbone back. Find lumbar extension. Imagine my hands on your shoulder blades. Keep going. Bring your front ribs towards my hands. Lift your chin up. Make sure your focus of your eyes remains a little higher than eye level. Increase the distance between the chin and the chest. Engage your neck flexors. 3 more times here. Notice, try to stay low in the legs to where you're pulling the pelvis down towards the floor so much every time you inhale and lift your torso. Your body isn't lowering and lifting. You're staying at the same level because there's so much energy. You're engaging your low abs. 1 more time. From here, we're going to take the same band around our ankles. I'm going to show you what that looks like. You're going to keep it on. I'm going to take it off because this isn't good for my posture. So you're going to keep it on. It looks like this. And we're going to bring our hands to our hips. Thumbs on the bony protrusions of the hips, fingers pointing down towards the feet. Pull your shoulder blades together. Plug your shoulders down your back and lift your chin up. Gaze is a little higher than eye level. Soft bend in the knees. I'd like you to lift the opposite leg of your dominant arm. So if you're left-handed, lift your right leg. If you're right-handed, lift your left leg. Point the toes, tip your tailbone back, and only lift the thigh up as much as you can keep your hips even. Keep your hips even. Hold it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale and exhale, lower that foot down. Same side. Lift it up on your inhale. Point the toes. Don't hike the hips. Keep them square. Keep your focus of your eyes up. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale and exhale, lower it down. Pull down with the inner thighs. Good. Feel your pelvis pull down as you lift that thigh up. Point the toes at the top. Tip the tailbone back. Low abs engaged. Focus of the eyes up. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale and exhale, lower the leg down. And last time, inhale, take it up. Hold. Inhale. And exhale, lower it down. Switch sides. Soft bend in the knees. Retract those shoulder blades, which means pull them together. And then soften the front ribs towards the back body as if my hands were on your shoulder blades and they were melting in towards my hands. Lift that leg up. Begin when you're ready. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale and exhale, lower the leg down. Inhale to lift it up. Tip the tailbone back. Exhale, hold. Inhale and exhale, lower it down. Again, inhale, lift. Pelvis pulls down. Exhale, hold. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. And inhale. Exhale, lower. Last time, take it up. Inhale, lift. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale to lower. Great. We're going to move this exercise through the frontal plane. And what that means is we're stepping side to balance. So it's the same exercise. We're going to hold for 3 breaths. I want you to step onto your dominant leg. So remember, that is the opposite leg of your dominant arm. So left-handed right leg, right-handed left leg. Travel to the side through space as if you're getting out of the way of something. Onto one leg and lift the other leg to knee flexion immediately. Hands are still on the hips. So we're stepping to the side to a single leg balance, holding for 3 breaths. Then we go to the other side and we hold. Still square to me, nice and parallel in the frontal plane. Don't turn the leg out. Don't turn the leg out. Hold it up. Nice knee flexion in front of you, just like you were doing. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1, hold it up. Inhale 2. Exhale 2, 3 breath hold. Inhale 3. Exhale 3, switch sides. Find it immediately, hold. Inhale 1, breathe. Ground yourself. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2, shoulder blades together. Inhale 3. Exhale 3, step, other side, hold. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1, look up. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3, and last time, travel to the side, find it, hold. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Now, if you didn't do each side twice, do the other side again. If you did, pick the side that you struggled with the balance the most. Give me one more set. Step, find it, hold. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1, square your pelvis. Inhale 2. Exhale 2, inhale, pelvis pulls down. Exhale, inner thighs pull back, tip your tailbone back, and lower that leg down. Take the band off. We're going to move into our figure 4 stretch from a standing position. Now, if you really struggle with balance, you can hold on to a wall for this. If not, you can challenge the balance. Hands are going to come to the hips. You're going to cross your dominant leg over your non-dominant leg's thigh. So figure 4, point the toes, and on your exhale, let your inner thighs pull you back into this posture, sitting back into it. Make sure the toes are pointed of the leg that's lifted. Find that pelvic extension, hold. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale, arch the low back. Inhale 2. Exhale, arch it, arch it, arch it. Inhale 3. And exhale, arch. And inhale, stand up, switching sides. Switch sides. Exhale, tip the tailbone back, sitting back, inhale. Exhale, arch the low back. And point the toes. Keep your focus up a little higher than eye level. Inhale. Exhale, arch. And inhale. Exhale, arch. Stand it up. Switch sides again. This time, see if you can go a little deeper into the posture. Soft bend in the knees. Point the toes. Sitting back. Tip the tailbone back. Hold. Inhale. Exhale, arch that low back. Make sure you're bracing your low abs. Inhale. Exhale, arch. And inhale. Exhale, arch. And good job. Stand it up. Last time on the other side. Figure 4, opening those hips. We did our pigeon, so they should be a little open so that getting into this is quite, a lot easier than it would have been before. Taking it back, 2 more breaths. Inhale, hang in there. Sit back, exhale. This is probably the hardest side. Inhale. And exhale, standing up. Grab your second to lightest loop band. Bring it around your wrists. Grab your anti-burst ball to bring around your between your inner thighs. And make sure it's high up between your inner thighs, not down by the knees. The hands are behind the back, palms facing forward towards your butt cheeks, palms facing forward, soft bend in the elbows. Now turn and face me. Squeeze that ball between your inner thighs. I'd like you to inhale, prepare, pulling the pelvis towards the floor. Exhale, pull out with both arms on that band. Fingers are long. And then inhale, feel your pelvis pulling down as the arms come in, shoulder blades come together. And exhale, pull out on the band. Good. Let's do a 3 count. So we're going to inhale, 2, 3, exhale, pull, 2, 3. And I want it to be an isometric pull, meaning I want you to pull and hold, not pulse. Inhale, exhale, pull, 2, 3. Inhale, pelvis pulls down, tip it back. Exhale and pull, 2, 3. Feet parallel, squeeze that ball. Inhale, exhale, pull, 2, 3. Great. Inhale. Exhale, pull, 2, 3. 2 more sets. Inhale. Exhale, pull, 2, 3. Last one. Inhale, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3, and release that. Great job. We're moving into a squat series. We're going to be doing 2-to-1 squats. You do not need your anti-burst ball or your loop band for this. You're just going to place your hands on your hips. Now, if you do have knee issues, you can try it with the ball because it may help your alignment and traction. Otherwise, we're gonna keep no props on for this one, actually. So legs hip distance apart. And I'd like you to, let's say, oh yeah, you definitely can't use the ball for this one. We're gonna sit back into a squat as we were doing before. Exhale as you hinge back. And then I'd like you to cross the same leg as your dominant arm over the other leg. So like you're seated cross-legged. So not the same as the piriformis stretch. The knees are on top of each other. And try to wrap the toes around the calf if you can get them around the calf. Hold it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2, tip that tailbone back. Exhale 2, and rise back up on that one leg, coming into knee flexion, pointing the toes. So taking that leg that was crossed into knee flexion, pointing the toes, and then lower that leg back down so the legs are hip distance. Same side, sitting back. Exhale, sit back into your squat. Cross the knees on top of each other at the bottom, and then wrap the foot around, trying to engage the adductors. Hold. Inhale 1, arch the low back, exhale. Inhale 2, arch again, exhale, and inhale, standing up into knee flexion, pointing the toes of the lifted leg, and lower that foot down. Give me one more. Exhale, sitting back. So sit back on 2, then cross over. Hold. Inhale, pelvis pulls down. Exhale, inner thighs pull back. Inhale, arch your low back. And exhale, inner thighs pull you deeper into the posture. Inhale, stand up, knee flexion with your top leg, pointed toes, even hips. Let's switch sides. Exhale, sitting back. Cross the other leg over top. Inhale, sit back further. Go, 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 go. Exhale, tip the tailbone, arch the low back. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale, standing up into knee flexion. Even hips. Lower that leg. Exhale, sitting back. You're doing great. Hang in there. Sit back. Cross the leg, knee on top of knee. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale, arch the low back. Inhale 2. Exhale, arch. And inhale, standing up, knee flexion. Find it and lower the leg down. Last time, sitting back. Sit back. Cross the knee on top of the knee. Tip that tailbone back. Go, go, go. Square the pelvis off. Square it off. Square it off. Inhale. Tip the tailbone back. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Standing up to knee flexion. Inhale. And exhale. Lower that leg down. From here, we're going to need our second to lightest Theraband. So with the YouniquelyFit set, that's your red Theraband. It's your long band. And what I'm going to have you do is you're going to step on the end of the band with your dominant leg. So the opposite leg of your dominant arm. And make sure the excess of the band is facing in towards the body, not out towards the body. From here, you're going to grab the band in the opposite hand of the foot that's standing on it. Bring the foot that's not standing on the band into tree pose. So either to the calf or to the inner thigh, not to the knee. So below the knee or above the knee. The hand that's not loaded is going on the hip. The other hand, you're going to wrap around the band and you're going to poke the elbow out to the side and then lift the forearm up. So this is called PNF. This is going to engage the back of the shoulder, help combat kyphosis. So make sure that foot doesn't creep up to the knee. Bring it down towards the ankle or up above the knee all the way in the inner thigh. Tip your tailbone back here. So poke the elbow out, then lift the forearm up. So we go inhale, exhale, lower. It's almost like you're pulling a sword out. Pull, lift. And 2 more. 2, soft bend in the supporting knee, tip your tailbone back. And last one, make it count. Last one. Here we go. Up and down. Go ahead and switch sides. Good work. Setting up on the other side. Now, if you feel any pain in the front of the shoulder, you're not ready for this resistance band, you can take it down to the lightest band in our set, which for me, that's the yellow band. So begin when you're ready, setting up your tree pose. Remember, the eyes are very important. Keep the eyes a little higher than eye level, focused on something. That hand on your hip is there to guide your pelvis down and to allow you to notice if you're hiking a hip. Begin the arm when you're ready, inhaling to lift it up. Palm should face forward at the top. Exhale to bring it down. Palm will face towards the body at the bottom. So we've got that elbow points out, forearm lifts up, that flips the palm, and then we lower it down so that the palm is facing the hip once you come down. Keep that going. Give me 3 more. Inhale to lift and exhale to lower. And inhale to lift and exhale to lower. 1 more. Plug those shoulders down. Watch your focus of your eyes as it dropped. Widen the distance between the chin and the chest. Let's set that band to the side. We're going to grab our second to lightest loop band. So for me, that's the green one with the YouniquelyFit set. So step to the bottom of your mat here because I want most of the mat in front of you because we're going to be, actually, no, come to the center of your mat and face me. We're going to be working in the transverse plane and we're going to be doing our tree pose. So I want your arms to start out in line with your chest, pulling out on that band. And we're going to imagine we're at 12 o'clock here. We're going to take a quarter turn to tree pose, the pose we were just in, finding our balance, quarter turn to tree pose. So you'll face the bottom or top of your mat when you turn. Find that balance in tree pose, lifting the arms up, inhale, lowering them down, exhale. Keep the foot attached. Inhale, lift the arms, plug the shoulders down, pull out on that band, plug the shoulders down, exhale, lower the arms. Again, inhale, lift the arms, plug those shoulders down, look up, keep your focus up, and exhale, lower down. Great. Turn back to me, hitting the other side. Turn back, find the balance, inhale, and exhale, lower. Find it, inhale, and exhale, lower, and inhale, and exhale, lower. Now watch me, make sure you're not putting the wrong foot down when you turn. So if you're at 12 o'clock, whatever foot comes up, that's the foot you put down, step on. And so it's the inside leg that comes to the foot. So quarter turn, find it, hold, inhale 1, breathe, exhale 1, inhale 2, exhale 2, inhale 3, exhale 3, and second time on the last side. Now this is important because 90% of injuries occur in the transverse plane. So if you don't know how to turn and stabilize, you're more prone to a lot of lower body injuries like breaking a hip, rolling your ankle, tearing your meniscus. So all of these things we don't want to happen. So this is for sports injury prevention and everyday life. It's just a quarter turn. So you're just turning from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock or 12 o'clock to 9 o'clock. All right, from here, we're going to move into a little calf release. We've done a lot of balance. So set that band to the side and bring your hands to your hips. Step to the top of your mat so that when you step back into a mini lunge, you have plenty of space for that back leg. So go ahead and step your dominant leg back first. So that's the opposite leg of your dominant arm. Push your pelvis forward. And I'd like you to take the same arm as your back leg up, inhaling it up, doing a circle behind you just to open up that shoulder a little bit. And every time you inhale that arm up, pull the pelvis down in opposition. And every time you exhale it, pull your inner thighs back towards the bottom of your mat, deepening the posture. Try to drive that back heel down as the pelvis drives forward, intensifying the stretch in the calf. And make sure your lunge isn't too wide to where you're feeling more work in the quadricep, the front of the thigh, and the glutes than you are stretching in the back of the calf, because the goal is just to get some stretch in here. So decrease the distance between the legs if you're not feeling as much of a stretch. Give me one more circle of the arm, and then bring the hands slowly to the hips. Inhale, stepping forward. Exhale to step the opposite leg back. So the hand that's remaining on the hip, use it wisely, meaning pull the shoulder blade back, put the thumb in the bony protrusion of your hip, and let the fingers point down to the floor. Each inhale is a chance to pull the pelvis down to remind you that you don't want to hike, you don't want to crunch and over and get tighter and tighter in the hips, because that causes more and more flexion in the pelvis and decreases the improvement in your posture. So we've got to keep the torso long. Push the pelvis forward, bend deeper into the front knee. Feel your low abs pulling in and up. And last breath, go ahead and take the hands to the hips. Inhale, step it forward. Great job. We're beginning our final series here. We need a 3-pound weight, and we're going to stand at the top of the mat as we were for our calf stretches. Hold that 3-pound weight in your dominant hand and step. So stand to the front of your mat, top of the mat, and hands on the hips. The hand that has the weight, I want you to step that leg back, so it should be in your dominant hand. So you're stepping your non-dominant leg back. Push the pelvis forward. Hold it here. Inhale. And we're going to take that arm up to scaption in front of our chest in line with our shoulder. Plug the shoulders down. So we hold it out here. Straight out, straight elbow, soft bend in the elbow, but it's straight out in line with your chest. And you're going to lower the arm down by the hip, and you're going to lift it back up. Exhale, lower it down. And I want your back heel to be down completely. So I want you to externally rotate that leg a little bit. So you're either at 10 o'clock or 2 o'clock with those back toes. Your front toes are at 12 o'clock. So make sure it's not all the way to 9 o'clock. You don't want to put pressure on the knees. Back toes are at 10 o'clock or 2 o'clock, depending on the leg that's in front. Arm is lowering and lifting on the breath. Every time it lifts, your pelvis pulls down. Every time it lowers, your inner thighs pull back. Let's hold that arm up for a second. Hold it up. And I'd like you to bend your body towards the side of your front leg. Side bending towards the front of your... Yes. And then we lift back up to center. Inhale. Bend deeper into the posture. Exhale. Make sure your back leg is straight. You don't want to bend in the knee. Straighten it. And bend. We're in warrior 1. And lift. Bending to the side. And lifting. And give me one more. Bend. And lift. Hands to the hips. Inhale, step forward. Switch sides. So lowering and lifting in scaption first. Warrior 2. Front toes at 12 o'clock. Back toes at 2 or 10 o'clock. Push the pelvis forward. Square the hips to the front. Backhand is loaded. Inhale, lift the backhand up. And exhale, lower it down. Keep your focus up eye level or a bit higher. Pull your shoulder blades together. And lower it down. Think about the breastbone reaching for the shoulder blades, so don't push the rib cage out. Pull the low belly in tight. 3 more. 3. And 2. And last one. Hold it up. We will begin our side bending, and lifting. Now this is to challenge your external obliques, to stretch your QL, your hip flexors. Plug your shoulders down. Challenge those low abs. Bend deeper into your front knee. 2 more times. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Take your time. Exhale, bend. Inhale to lift. Hands to the hips. Inhale. And exhale, step yourself forward. Great. Set that weight to the side and step to the bottom of your mat. We're going to be revisiting our hip opener, traveling through the sagittal plane. So sagittal plane goes forward and back. You're going to step forward into your piriformis stretch. So crossing the foot over and sitting back into the chair pose, and point the toes, hold it here. I want the foot to circle in, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, tip the tailbone back. Exhale, circle the foot in, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Inhale, pelvis pulls down. Exhale, arch the back, circle. 2, 3, 4. Good. And let's step forward onto the other side. Traveling through space, stepping forward to balance. Find knee flexion, cross the leg, point the toes, sit back. Hold. Inhale, pelvis pulls down. Exhale, circle the foot in towards the body as the low back arches. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, pelvis pulls down. Exhale, arch your low back, circle the foot. Look up. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, pelvis pulls down. Exhale, circle the foot. 2, 3, 4, and bring that foot back up. Okay, we're traveling backwards now. So the leg that was just up, step back onto it. We're repeating, just travel backwards. Find your balance, find knee flexion, cross the foot, sit back, inhale, exhale, circle the foot towards you. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, exhale, circle it towards you. Tip your tailbone back. 2, 3, 4. Last time, inhale, exhale, circle it towards you. 2, 3, 4. And coming up, stepping onto the foot that was just lifted behind you. Find the balance, knee flexion, cross the foot, tip the tailbone back. Begin when you're ready. Inhale, exhale, circle the foot in towards you. 2, 3, 4. And inhale, exhale, circle it in. 2, 3, 4. One more. Inhale and exhale, circle it in. 2, 3, and 4. From here, we're going to move into warrior 2. Stand and face me with your legs parallel and very far apart. You're going to turn one toe to 12 o'clock and you'll bring the other toes either to 10 or 2, coming into warrior 2, looking over your front leg. Hold it here. Inhale. Bring your back arm down that straight leg and your front arm is going to come back into reverse warrior. Stay low in your front leg. Turn your head down on the diagonal or up on the diagonal as you go back, coming into that side body stretch. Sliding back, stay low, hold it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2, hang in there. Exhale, windmill the arms back into warrior 2. You can straighten that front leg if you need a little release. And then bend the front leg again as you go back into your reverse warrior. Sink your hips low, plug your shoulders down, pull your abs in. Inhale 1, breathe, tip your tailbone back. Exhale 1, low abs. Inhale 2. Exhale 2, windmill those arms back. Warrior 2. Option to straighten the front leg if you need it. And inhale back into reverse warrior. One more set and exhale. Good. Inhale and exhale. Coming out of it, turn your toes to face me again, all parallel. Switch the other toes to 12 and then to 10 or 2. Sink low into the front leg. And let's take that back arm down the thigh. And the front arm comes back. Plug your shoulders down. Tip your tailbone back. Sink into that front leg. Protect the knee by bracing the low abs. Allow that front knee to go forward more. And coming back up. Option to straighten the front leg or stay low. And exhale. Take it back. Hold it back. Inhale 1. Breathe. Exhale 1. Either turn the head up or down or center it. Inhale. And exhale, coming back up. Give me one more. This is it. Bend the front knee. And when chill those arms back. Good. Hold. Inhale. And exhale. Stay. One more. Inhale. And exhale, coming out of it. Turn your toes to face me. Heel toe your feet together. Brace your abs. And then interlace your hands behind your head, elbows come in, and let's tuck the chin to the chest, stretching out the neck extensors. So make sure you don't round your upper back when you do this. It's just the head dropping, and you're assisting the stretch with the arms adding some pressure. Stay lifted through your low abs. Your shoulder blades should still be fighting to pull together. Soft bend in the knees, tip of the tailbone back. Let's breathe here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. You can turn your chin right or left if one side of the neck feels tighter than the other. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Last breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, before releasing the hands, floating that head up. Let's bring the hands to the heart, soft bend in the knees. The light in me recognizes the light in you. Namaste.